God, man, I'm not talking about getting blind drunk. I just meant for you to have a taste.
Well then, taste it shall be.
Hello again, Whiskey Whippers and Spirit Tippers. One here again, and today we found another one. Actually, today the Giant Tamer found another one. We were walking through one of our favorite haunts, and she's like, "Oh, what's that?" And I was like, "I have no idea." Checked it out, and it just happens to be the Cardhu 2020 11-year-old cask strength.
That sounds good.
Never heard anything about this, don't know anything about it. Obviously, the marketing, they know what they're doing. Pretty beautiful bottle, and of course, the Giant Tamer spotted it right away. She's like, "Ooh, I like that one." I knew nothing about it, walked all around the store, couldn't get it out of my mind. It's kind of what we do, isn't it? We walk into a store, see something that piques our interest, and then we just got to take it home and check it out. So that's what we're going to do today. We're going to be checking out the cask strength Cardhu 2020 11-year-old. Let's get it.
I love scotch. I love scotch.
Man, I've actually heard a couple of the older cats in the game say that, maybe you shouldn't do first impressions, or you have to take time with a bottle and get to know it, and I wholeheartedly, respectfully disagree. I think first impressions matter in all aspects of life, including whiskey. It's like the first impression totally matters, and you want to see what it tastes like right away, then you give it some time, pour out the neck, taste it again, then check it, let a little more air in it. When it's about halfway down, check it again. That's how I feel. That's how I get to know the bottle. Drinking it down, checking it out at all points. And then, I will be saying my last thoughts again in a video coming out here in a couple days in my last drop series. So I'll be telling you what I thought from the absolute pop in the bottle to the last drop. So I think it's real important to do I think it's totally important to do those first impressions, and I think first impressions matter. Just my opinion. Let's get it. Little pop and a splash. Let's get it in the glass. Cask strength. As a lot of you know, I actually started my walk through this world of whiskey when the Giant Tamer bought me the Game of Thrones collection, and just been making my way ever since. It kind of caught me hook, line, and sinker. I was a diehard Game of Thrones guy. Got the whiskeys, ended up loving them, and it was weird. I didn't really love the taste of them, but it was almost like you could see where it was starting and where it was going to go, and that's why I'm kind of super excited to do this, because this is one of the first ones where I've actually found a bottle that was in the kit. And I think we might have to do a little comparison later, because the Cardhu House Targaryen, which is fitting because they say that the Cardhu is the queen of Speyside. So my Game of Thrones folks, I know what that means. But yeah, I'm super excited to taste this, because I feel like that was kind of where it's going to start, and that was kind of the starter kit. And I think this, being cask strength, 11 years old, I think this is going to be kind of that next step on the journey, kind of where it can go and what it can be. So I'm super excited to taste this one. But you know how we do it. It's 11 years old, so we're going to let it air out in the glass for about 11 minutes, and we will be right back into this one. Don't go anywhere.
Waiting, sweetheart. Just waiting.
Good. Go.
Waiting for you.
All right, 11 minutes is up, and I'm excited to get into this one. Oh, wow, this smells super light, and just light and floral, some light fruits, white grapes, pear. A little bit of honey and maltiness, like honey and malt kind of mix in. This smells wonderful. The thing I'm tripping on is this bad boy is coming in at 56% ABV. So you already know 112 proof. Hello, you know this one's gonna bring it. The Redbreast 12 cask strength is coming in right there at 112, 113. My Glendronach Batch 7 cask strength is coming right there. That's like 114, 113, 115 right in there. So those actually absolutely bring it. Those are absolutely delicious. So I'm excited to see how this one matches up against it. But right out of the gate, I would not guess this at such a high strength. It's so light and easy and floral and smooth. It's pretty. Which, look at that. Come on. You know why the giant tamer saw that? She looked right at this one and didn't look at all the hundreds and probably thousands of bottles up there. And she's looked right at this one like, what's that? So their marketing department definitely knows what they're doing. But just like their tube, this is just a very pretty whiskey. Whew, still a little nervous though. 112. Wow, this is going to bring it. But no better time than the present to try. Let's get it. Slangeva. Wow. Oh, there it comes. It's kind of a delayed reaction. I was like, it can't be that smooth. It's a long finish. Now it's kind of rumbling and coming like. But that was ridiculously just smooth and silky and easy right over the lips. Kind of washed it around in there to coat the palate and then swallowed it. There was nothing. I mean, it was just smooth and easy and sweet. And then I swallowed it. I kept waiting and kept waiting. And then all of a sudden it came. And now it's still going. It is a super long finish. And that's definitely the cask strength talking. It just says 2020 special edition. So I'm not really sure what's special about it, or if it's for anything, like if it signifies anything, or if it's made for something special. But I don't know. Never heard of it. Never really saw too many other Cardhus out there. I don't know if it's a whiskey that they usually use for blends, but yeah, this one's nice. I know that Glen Grant 15 was kind of the same thing. I walked in there, knew nothing about it, just happened to see it, grabbed it, and that thing is delicious. And that's sitting right there at 50 proof. 50 ABV, 100 proof. But yeah, this is just super light, smooth, and easy. And then it does have a really long delayed after kick. It has a very long finish, but that is nice. For cask strength, oh my goodness. It almost reminds me a lot of the Redbreast 12. The Glendronach cask strength, that really brings it. Like, that is... I mean, so does a Redbreast, but the Redbreast, I don't know, maybe it's because it's that triple pot distilled, but it's just a little smoother. And this one is too. This one is just well-rounded, easy, nice, friendly whiskey. God, probably the easiest cask strength whiskey I've ever drank. Let's put a little water in it, see if it opens anything up. 2 drops. Pretty sure it can handle it at cask strength. Oh man, yeah, this is beautiful light color. It smells just floral and pretty and nice. Yeah, I can't wait. I gotta break out that other Cardhu that I know is much younger. There's no age statement on it, but I'd imagine it's like probably 4 or 5 maybe. It could be like 7, but it tastes really young. But this is just, like I said, honey. I mean, even with the water in it, kind of the same thing. Pears, honey. I think the water tamped down some of that maltiness a little bit. Now it's just sweet honey, pears, grapes. Yeah, that little tiny bit of malt funk that was in there without the water, that seems to be tamped down. Let's see how it tastes. Prost. On the taste, it really did bring out a note. It brings out some more of that spiced oak. I'm definitely getting some more of that barrel influence. Usually you get more of that taste on ice, but the water really brought this one out. You're definitely getting a lot more of the oak note with that water in there. And the water also on the taste, you couldn't really smell it, but on the taste, it actually brought out more of the malty notes. So the water definitely affects this, and in a good way. That's not bad at all. It didn't really tamp down. It tamped down the smell of the maltiness, but it actually brought out some of the flavor, the maltiness, and some other flavors. So I actually like this one with water. Oh, and it just smells so sweet. Almost powdered sugar. This is a really sweet, not really powdered sugar, it's more of a fruit sweetness. Like I said, white grapes, pears. Oh man, that is nice. That is really nice. I do like this with a few drops of water on it. Very rare that I like a whiskey better with water out of the 3 ways that we do it, but it looks like, I don't know, we haven't put it on ice. We'll do that next, but we might have to, this one might be it. This might be one of the few ones I actually like it with a few drops of water in it best, because that is nice. Smells nice, tastes nice. Oh, that's delicious. I like this. Let's get it over some ice and see how it fares. Nice little pop. Oh, this one smells so good. You have to look into it. Like I said, don't do all the history here and all the facts and little details. We're just here to taste it and give first impressions. Oh, the first impression of this is delicious. That is nice. It smells amazing. I've had some really great smelling whiskeys already this year. Oh man, you usually lose a lot of it with the water. This one's holding up, with the ice, but this one's holding up great over ice. It still smells fantastic. Sweet and floral and honeyed. We don't want the ice to melt too much though. Let's get it.
Cheers.
I tamped down a lot of the sweetness. It tamped down. Usually the ice really brings out those oaky notes. This one tamped it down and actually it seemed like a honeyed malt, just a really malty flavor, but a sweeter malt, not really a funky one. Yeah, more of a sweeter malt flavor. That was really different over ice. It was good, but it's weird how it tamped down a lot of the sweetness and the oak, which usually it brings out sweetness and oak when you put it out over ice. And it tamped both those down, and it was all about the maltiness. What a strange whiskey. But I like it, and I'm a fan. And I'm glad I'm a fan because we paid $109.99. Welcome to Washington whiskey prices. Just incredible. So yeah, $109.99 plus, of course, all the taxes. We spend so much money in there. We actually had a $5 off coupon, so that actually helped out a little bit. So out the door, it was $129.94, so it would have been up to $134. So, we saved $5 instead of it being over $130. We got it down to $129 and change. But this one's a pricey one, but it is nice. It's delicious. If you're a diehard peat head, this one might not be for you. It might be a little too light, a little too sweet, and a little too friendly. But if you're not into peat and you're coming from the rum world, or you just need something like maybe with a little higher proof, but still goes down a little easier and smoother, this one's all about it. This is the most friendly cask strength I've ever dealt with. Absolutely delicious. I really like this one. I'm glad we picked this one up. Oh, I'd already said we need to a scale of 1 to 10. Come on. Scale of 1 to 10, I would give this one, I think I'd give this one an 8.8. I really like it. Yeah, an 8.8 just for that cask strength, that high proof, and how smooth and easy and friendly and just pleasurable to drink it is. 8.8 all day, 1-1 approved. Just real quick, let's do a quick comparison, just because we have it and see the difference. Got the Game of Thrones Cardhu Gold Reserve. Wasn't the biggest fan of this. It was kind of a little bit boring. Like I said, you can tell it's new, but you can tell it was probably going to go somewhere, and it did. Maybe a little more. All right. See the difference between the old, just regular Cardhu with no age statement and the 10 cask strength. Oh, this one actually, I forgot how good this one smelled. This one did smell good. I really liked how good this one smelled after smelling the two peated ones, because the first two things I tried out of the series, coming from a rum world, was the Lagavulin and the Talisker. Almost quit whiskey forever right then and there. But then we tried the House Stark, which was the, the Dalwhinnie. And then the Cardhu right after. And I was like, all right, it kind of brought me in. I was like, I see there's another side to this, so let's still give it a chance. And so glad that I did. But this is just, this is almost maltier when, it's crazy when this is a cask strength. I guess this one is a little lighter. You can get a few more oak notes and a few more barrel influences off the cask strength. It is like a little deeper and more complex. Just feels like a little more depth in the nose of this one. This one's like a little sweeter, fruitier. Just smells like a little riper and a little more young, a little younger. But oh man, it has a great nose. I forgot how much I like the nose on this one. Oh yeah, but this one, it's when the more you go into it, it's like this one's all nice and light and fruity and just young and ripe and sweet, and this one just it has the same thing but darker, deeper, just way more complex. That's nice flavor. Oh yeah, light, sweet, fruity, but almost a little crispness to it. Just so much riper, and you can just. This one's just a bit younger. You can tell the extra years. The barrel's kind of rounded this one off. It's a little smoother. It's cut those edges off, those sharp edges off, but. I gotta say, coming back to the Cardhu, I like it a lot more than I remember liking it. That's not too bad. So hey, you reintroduced me to an old friend. So hey, all around, thumbs up. I like it. 1-1 approved. The Cardhu 2020 special release, 11-year-old, thumbs up. If you see it, you might want to give it a buy. It's not for everybody. It is a little pricey, but if you have the budget for it, definitely worth picking up because, yeah, it is a tasty one. So I hope you guys are all having an absolutely fantastic week out there, and it only gets better from here until we see you next time.